Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mama about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundry mat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my.
What up? What up, man? Yeah, it's me again. You know what I'm saying? Cali Dre is in the motherfucking building. Yeah, welcome to the remix with Cali Dre, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, man. Hey, listen, we gonna get to it tonight, man. I got a whole bunch of stories I want to break down. Y'all see the caption on the video. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get real deep into a couple of different topics, man. And I'm not even gonna waste a whole bunch of time tonight with this shit, man. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. This is the remix with Cali Dre. Subscribe to the channels, man. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, you know what I mean, Facebook. You know what I mean? Let me know where you want me to be, and I'll pull up over there, slap a couple motherfuckers around, talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck I do. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Usually we talk a lot of politics on this show, a little bit of entertainment. Hold on. Let me my bad. I got my other live playing. Hey, everybody that's watching me on Kick, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the remix with Cali Dre. We're gonna give y'all that real over here. Simple as that, man. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain as that. You know what I mean? Let me know where y'all tapping in from, man. What city, what state, you know what I mean? What neighborhood, what borough, you know what I mean? Where you from tonight? Go ahead and leave me a comment. I will drop that link in the chat as well at some point if y'all want to come up here and chop it up with your boy. But yeah, man, I got a bunch of good stories I want to show y'all. And yeah, man, we're gonna get right to it. So we're gonna talk a little politics tonight. Y'all know how I like to do it on this show, man. If I get a little politics going, I gotta let my OG do his 1-2. You know what I mean? I gotta let OG do his 1-2. You know what I mean? Hold on. OG that came in early. Hold on. OG ready. You know what I'm saying? OG ready. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, man, let me let OG do his 1-2, and then we're gonna get this show started, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is called Speaking Truth to Power, man. I like to play this at the beginning of the show for all the new listeners, because that's what we about over here, man. We about speaking that real truth to that real power, man. So we're gonna let OG get his 1-2 off, and we're gonna get this thing moving. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Subscribe to the channel, most definitely. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's get it.
Bitches. Right here.
You heard it from me.
White supremacists.
That's right.
Brown people.
I hope you can see through those thick-ass glasses that you fucked up. You stand there and sanction this bullshit, and they kill a woman. They're ruining businesses that have been here for generations. They're fucking up this community. You can go home safe, but no, you're here to terrorize this city. A bunch of bitches if I've ever seen a bunch. And I'm telling you to your face, and if you don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah. Listen, I like the emphasis that he put on the end of that, man. If you don't like this shit, then fuck you. I mean, then listen. The commentary you just heard is in complete alignment with what this black man y'all looking at is talking about. We speaking truth to power over here, man. That's what we're gonna do all day long, all night long. I don't give a fuck. I listen. I told him tonight. I'm used to standing on this mountaintop by my motherfucking self, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to motherfuckers catching up later. You know what I mean? After I done already got around the corner and shit. You feel me? So I mean, yeah, you know. Hey, this is the remix with Cali Dre, man. You might be ahead of the game over here, but you know what I'm saying? You'll figure it out at some point. But where I want to go first, man. Let's hit this threads real quick. Let's hit this threads real quick. Let's yeah. Yeah, let's hit this threads real quick. Cause I got a few things that I want to look at over here on this threads, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking, man. Subscribe to the channels, man. YouTube, Twitch. I'm streaming on Kick as well. To all my Kick viewers, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. TikTok MAGA Mongrels. Yeah, we got some shit for you tonight too. You know what I'm saying? Please believe. Where we want to go with this shit first, man? Let me see. I wanted to show y'all this real quick. Make sure y'all hit that like button too as well, man. Hit that hype button. Whatever buttons they got for my shit that ain't the thumbs down button. Tap that motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? What I want to look at? It's this one right here. All right. So let's look at this real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into some politics tonight. So I might as well start it off with a little bit of politics, man. You know what I mean? So this guy goes around, he interviews a lot of Trump supporters and Trump individuals. And so I want to check in with him and find out what his latest interview is all about. This is the remix with Cali Dre, man. Let's get to it. If I can put the motherfucking right screen up, that ain't the one. Yeah, let's put that one up. That's the one. Let's check in with some Trump voters real quick, man, and find out what the fuck going on out here on the streets, man.
President in 2028? Would you like to see Donald Trump run for president in 2028?
I sure would.
Even though it's against the Constitution?
Sure would like him to run again. I think he's doing an awesome job.
But it is against the Constitution.
Wow, I think he's doing a good job.
But are you a fan of the Constitution? All right, there you have it.
There you fucking have it, man. Listen, that's a part of the problem in this country, in my opinion, right? People don't know what the Constitution is, but they in love with Trump, and they think that following Trump is what it's all about. But really, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all the things we was promised, that's the shit we should be trying to live up to, man, in my opinion. Let's check this out, man, because it was a shooting that happened that was caught on tape, man. I want to check in with this story, man, and figure out what in the fuck was going on, man.
Go.
Oh, shit. Damn, he let loose up. Blank, rang. Bro just drove the fuck off, too.
Go.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's some crazy. Listen, be careful out here, bro. It's a lot of goofy ass shit going on. Listen, that time Trump supporters got scared when they got ran up on by one guy. I don't know if y'all remember this or if y'all seen this, but y'all about to watch it right now.
I'm mad at you, nigga. Don't
Whoa, hey. Don't get crazy, man.
Fuck Donald Trump, nigga.
You're not even supposed to be parked right
He's
there.
standing on all business. He's standing on all business. He's standing on all. He's flipping MAGA hats off. He's slapping the shit out of Proud Boys. This is called standing on all business, right?
The old man, bro. What are you doing?
Fuck you and Donald Trump,
Crazy ass look. Look, you're not even supposed to be parked here. Illegally parked.
You're illegally parked, motherfucker. You illegally parked bastard. Get your ass out of here.
Hey, guess what?
Why you so mad?
Bitch, fuck you and that nigga.
What?
Oh shit! Oh shit! He spit on her! Oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't see that part of the video. Hit that like button for your boy. They said it. Salute, Queen. Salute. Happy to have you in the building. Yeah, we just watching some of this wild shit right now. Oh boy, wilding out. You know what I'm saying? He going 10 toes down against the Trump supporters. Now listen, he's not playing no game. I don't know where the fuck this is in America. Y'all let me know if y'all know where this is.
Crazy ass look. Look, you're not even supposed to be parked here. Illegally
Bro,
parked.
mad because he illegally parked this shit. Bro, mad because he illegally parked this shit.
Hey, guess what?
Get the fuck out of our country.
Fuck you and that nigga.
Oh, he spit on her. Oh my God. Oh, he's a fucking savage, bro. He's a fucking savage, bro. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Yeah, shit. I mean, this is what the airport looked like. I'm gonna just give y'all a quick glimpse of this. This is what the airports is looking like. I don't know if y'all know. If y'all got a flight to catch, if y'all going anywhere, shit. Yeah. You might want to catch that Greyhound. You might want to fucking get a shot on that Amtrak. You know what I'm saying? You might want to just stick your motherfucking thumb out in the air and hope for the best at this point. Cause this shit right here, bro. How early y'all think you gotta get to the airport to get through this shit? You probably gotta be at the airport like a half a day before your flight leave. A half a fucking yeah. Hey, listen, nobody testing. Yeah, but he was out there standing on all 10 about what he was standing on. You feel me? I don't agree with that with the last part. You know, you don't spit on nobody, man. That'll get you laid the fuck out. But you know, all the rest of the shit I didn't really have a problem with. Yeah. So this what your local airports is looking like, man. I mean, you don't believe me? Here go another one. This is another one. Oh, this in Texas. This out there in Texas. Yeah. Out of control. If you got to fly somewhere, forget about it. Forget about it. I mean, you better off paying Uber at this point. Get you a Lyft. One of them Waymos. you better off dropping some bread on a Waymo than going to the motherfucking airport, my guy. What else? Oh, yeah. Let's look at this. Woman accused of setting her boyfriend's new girlfriend's apartment on fire. Ladies, don't go out like this, man. Have some self-control. Have some motherfucking self-control. She got the bonnet on too. She a bonnet baby out there blazing up. She not playing no motherfucking games. Oh, you in Dallas? They said it. Yeah. I wouldn't plan on flying nowhere no time soon. Tell the motherfuckers they gotta fly to you. That's how you handle that shit for about the next 6 to 8 years. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of crazy motherfuckers out here in the world. Some of them look just like you. Oh, she really blazed that motherfucker. She out of there too, bruh. Man, Ring Cam then got a lot of motherfuckers with them bracelets on. and I'm pretty sure this situation is gonna end up in the same sort of fashion. That's crazy ironic. It's a motherfucking barbecue grill right across from there. I don't know if that means anything or if it's any kind of sign, but it's actually 2 barbecue grills over this bitch. Did she light up a barbecue grill? Maybe that's what she lighting up. Maybe that's what the fuck she's lighting up. Or did she throw that shit on the ground? Shit, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going to jail for even watching this shit. Here, we got to get off of that. What else we got, man? So, times is hard. Yeah, times is motherfucking hard, man. Times is hard. Shit real out here. Gas is $32 a gallon. So, you know, when times get hard, motherfuckers do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers do what they do. You feel me? Real shit. Listen, now I don't know where the convenience store clerk is or any local security in the mini mart, but these boys going to work. I mean, they actually edited and cut this video. That let you know these motherfuckers was in there for a good 15 minutes trying to get this. They knocking shit off the shelves. All that. I mean, where is the attendant? Yeah, it looks like they got away with that shit, man. Whatever they was trying to do, that lets me know bro might have been in on it. The motherfucker at the front desk might have been in on this shit. Viewer discretion is advised. Protect your motherfucking mouth. Mayweather. He went Mayweather on every fucking body. He went Mayweather on everybody. And then they dropped his ass. Yeah. I think this was in Texas. Look, this say, this in Texas too. This in Dallas. Nate said it. It's going down where you at, Nate said it. You know what I'm talking about? It's going down out there. Letitia Davis. Hey, what up? I appreciate you for rocking with your boy, man. We just watching motherfuckers get knocked the fuck out. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Hey, listen, shit out of control. Hey, listen, I'm gonna stay my ass at home. I want to do a whole lot of traveling. I want to go a whole bunch of places and shit. I'm gonna keep my black ass at home where it's safe. Fuck all that. It's shit. I keep my ass at home, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, and they said, yeah. I'm keep my black ass at the spot, bro. Shit going down out here, man. What else we got going on here? Oh, this is interesting. So I want to take y'all back, man. I want y'all to see this is how a real OG. This is how a real OG move. Fuck all that other shit. This is how a real OG move.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
As you can see, they rest this motherfucking ass real quick. Hey, listen. That nigga did the whole karate, the Karate Kid crane and shit. Man, that shit don't work in real life, man. You will get your ass beat the fuck up. This right here was crazy. I was watching this shit. This is crazy. It says, be safe out there. A woman pulls a strap out on a Walmart employee. You can't even go to Walmart in this motherfucker. Oh yeah, escorted her ass all around Walmart. Yeah, shit real out here, man. Shit real out here, man. That nigga feel me? He hurried up, put that camera up. I ain't seen shit. I don't know shit.
Me?
Hold on. Let me spin that back. Because she got wind of it at some point. She get wind of what's going on. This motherfucker filming it. Bitch, get your ass over here. You think I'm playing with you? You gonna take back my motherfucking return. I don't care if it's been past 6 months. Are you filming me, motherfucker? Who's this motherfucker over here? Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. She gets wind of the shit right about now.
Hey. Why don't you let her go then, please?
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Me?
No, fuck all that.
Give me a newspaper down right now. All y'all need to give me a motherfucker down.
Listen, motherfuckers is crashing out here, bro. That's what's going on. They said it. And what she got on? Shit, I don't know, but I know that she finna get her ass to jail. And once this tape come out, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all thought y'all think I'm bullshitting. Y'all think I'm bullshitting.
Insane 31. No, don't.
Detroit hairstyle charged after pointing a gun at a client over 313 days.
The fuck house. Insane 31. No, don't. You a broke bum ass.
Yeah. Well, what else we got? Yeah, I mean, listen. The show just started, bro. Like the fucking show just started, bro. I feel like nigga, we an hour in this bitch. There's a lot of shit going on in the world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When trying to stunt goes wrong. Trying to stunt goes wrong. All you IG models, all you TikTok baddies. Make sure you know how deep the fucking water is, bro.
And on me, look. The captain told me he was gonna take me somewhere I could jump off the boat.
Yeah.
And homegirl's a nurse. She was gonna see how deep it is. But I thought she meant deep enough she can't swim. I can swim.
Yeah.
But I'm alive, okay?
Yeah.
And I dropped my phone in the water.
Yeah.
I got liquor still on my phone.
You dropped your forehead in the water too. You dropped your phone and your forehead in the water. Ain't that a bit? Listen, man. Hey, listen. You want to live the life? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be about it. You want to live this life? You gotta know what the fuck you doing out here, bro. I guess that's the moral to that story, bro. Let's talk to some more Trump motherfuckers, man. Fucking, we going in just no particular order. I have no order. We just whatever the fuck I see, that's what we running, bro. Fuck
a
it.
parking lot out of Iran so that we can take over China and Russia.
Charles Manson said make a parking lot out of Iran so we can take over China and Russia.
Yeah, right, during the Iran crisis.
You're quoting Charles Manson as a positive?
Well, I believe that's what they should have done, or we should do, because they're trying to take over this country.
Never mind that people live there and a lot of people would die in your scenario, but you're quoting Charles Manson?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Listen, man, I'm gonna take y'all inside the mind of a Trump supporter. This is like a wild jungle. You know what I mean? Y'all, Buck, don't get out the fucking Jeep, bro. Whatever you do, don't touch the lions. Don't get out the fucking Jeep, bro. But we gonna travel around, and we gonna go into their natural habitat. Yeah, I'm talking about trying to figure out what the fuck's going on out here, man. Florida gas prices up nearly $1 in 12 days. It's probably gonna get worse. Yeah. How much the gas were y'all at, man? Let me know in the comments what them gas prices looking like out there, man. What else we got? Listen. This is a part of the reason I did this show today, right here. Just for this one little segment right here, bro. Now, if any of y'all are parents, any of y'all teachers, any of y'all mentors, this is the video that you want to run for the kids right here today, man. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel.
Don't rush being grown. It's overrated. If I had to rate being an adult, if I could go on the internet and write a comment to rate my experience as an adult, I would give it 1 star. My comment would be very bad. Would not recommend.
Nah, bro. Hey, listen. If y'all had to rate being an adult, well, how many stars would you give being a motherfucking adult, bro? This bro said he giving being an adult 1 motherfucking star, bro.
Don't rush being grown.
Don't rush being grown.
It's overrated.
Shit over
I
there.
had to rate being an adult. If I could go on the internet and write a comment to rate my experience as an adult, I would give it 1 star. My comment would be very bad. Would not recommend. I want to be grown. You don't want these problems. Do you know when you become an adult, you do not get to do what you want to do?
You do not
get to go where you want to go?
You do not go where you want to go.
I think it's a misconception. When I get grown, I can do whatever I want to do. No, you can't. You can do whatever you can afford to do. Number 1. Number 2, especially once you have kids, you do whatever your kids allow you to do. Because that's your first responsibility. Plus, you got to pay for a place to stay. In Arkansas, that's between $900 and $2,000 a month.
Yeah, come to California,
bro. That's between $300 and $500 a month.
Yeah.
Car insurance, that's about $250 a month.
Yeah.
We still hadn't got a haircut, hadn't got our hair done, hadn't bought a new pair of shoes, haven't gone out, hadn't had a good time, haven't gone to the comedy show, haven't gone to the basketball game, haven't done any of that. It's overrated.
Stank nasty out this bitch. But your bills are paid.
Being a child. Enjoy being a teenager. Why? Why do I say that? Because you have 70 years to be an adult. From age 18 all the way to 88. You live to be 88 years old. That's 70 years that you're going to be an adult.
Facts.
You're only going to be a child for 17 years. I want to encourage you to embrace being a child.
Yo, I thought that was the realest shit, though, man. When I seen this shit, bro, I was like, I most definitely got to run this shit. Hey, First Lady Mimi said she giving this adult shit a 0 stars. Hey, yeah, I got to agree with that, bro. I'm going to keep it real, man. This ain't the shit. Listen, there's a lot of shit I want to do in life that I ain't even got the chance to look at yet. Let me be honest with you, bro. They need one. Let's see. They need one of his classes all up and throughout Dallas. These kids is lost. Yeah, shit. California too, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Subscribe to the channel. I'm just going through a little BS right now, trying to figure out what's what. Oh, listen, parents, y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all go to Chuck E. Cheese. Take your baby out to Chuck E. Cheese, and then this shit happen. Chuck E. Cheese, they kicked your baby all in the ass. What the fuck? kicked the shit out that little girl, man. Chucky done kicked the shit out that little baby girl, man.
Jackie!
It's okay. She's a rough one. Look, she don't even care.
She's a rough one, Chuck. Don't worry about it.
Go get him. Go get him.
Moms ain't playing that shit. Go get him. Go get your lick back. Go get your motherfucking lick back. We gonna teach you early. I thought that shit was out of control, man. What else we got, man? Oh, listen, this bitch right here is out of control too, bro. We gonna listen. Listen. This is why I question America right here. This is why I question being American.
This
right
how I
here.
do it. When you ain't got no motherfucking lights, when you ain't got no lights,
G shit, nigga. G shit, nigga. What y'all thought, nigga? It's G shit
when
right
you
here.
ain't got no motherfucking lights, when you ain't got no lights,
with confidence though, nigga. What you thought, nigga? Duct tape them bitches right to the front of your shit.
This how I do it.
Hit them all.
This how I do it.
And
when
keep
you ain't
it
got
moving,
no
G.
motherfucking lights,
Come
when
on,
you ain't
man.
got no lights,
Come on, man. Come on, man. They said black people ain't innovative. Black people ain't creative. Come on, bruh. Man, y'all better step y'all motherfucking game up, bruh. What else we got? Oh, listen, I'm gonna do this AI show at some point, man. I've been telling y'all this shit for the longest. I'm gonna do this AI show at some point. But until then, watch as these AI robots take all y'all motherfucking jobs, bro. I guess that's basically the moral of this shit right here.
G is out, right? Yeah, I see the shit. Where you now shopping and shit. You can I think this is the one where you ring up your own shit, like when you put it in the cart. See, look at this shit. What that say? You see what this shit say? It say start shopping. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I think, right? This gonna put the motherfucking cashiers. No more. You ain't gonna need no cashiers. If you could just pay for your shit like this, continuous guess. Let's see what happened. First time using a new cart.
Yeah, all you Walmart motherfuckers, Ralph's,
Yeah,
Dollar General
me.
motherfuckers.
Let's see what they talking about.
Look the fuck out, bro.
Add product.
Don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger, my nigga.
Face it. Yeah, you scan the shit as you put it in the cart. Place it in the cart. Don't hold item. Just put it in there. How to add produce. Look. Yo, this new technology, man. Put this shit right here. Y'all ain't got no business working any damn way. You know what I'm saying?
Shit right here? This shit right here, nigga? This shit
Y'all ain't
right
got no
here?
business working any
Put a lot
damn
of
way.
motherfuckers out of
You know what
work.
I'm saying? Yo, yeah, look. You pay for everything right through the cart, yo. You know what I'm saying? Look, EBT. Look, it's the new wave right here.
Shit, they
This
got
new
the EBT
technology.
joint on there. Oh, that's, nigga, come on.
You know what I mean?
They got the EBT joint on
Let's
there,
put
bro.
the cashiers out of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey. It's crazy.
Yeah, and there you have it, bro. New shopping carts will eliminate cashier jobs in America. I have a series of shows, man. It's probably like maybe 2 shows. It may take me 2 or 3 shows to get through it, but I got a series of shows I'm gonna do on this AI shit, man. I'm gonna break this AI shit down for y'all, and yeah, some of this shit gonna blow y'all mind, man. It's out of control. It's pacing faster than anybody even knows, man. So yeah, stay up on that kind of shit. Let's check this out, man. Listen. All you motherfuckers that consider yourself to be hustlers, you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't doing this, you ain't got no motherfucking hustle, bro. Vegas rapper goes viral after turning a real life arrest into a live freestyle. Let's get it.
But she going to jail because the lady is me. Girl, you going to jail. You going to jail tonight. The lady's going to jail. You're going to jail tonight. The lady's going to jail. You're going to jail tonight. The The ladies going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. Baby, show us this to the rest.
Let's go.
Lord. You got me impressed. Girl, you going to jail. You gotta confess. I'm the cover on the mic that's really been blessed. And you know I got stress. Girl, you going to jail. Today going to jail tonight.
Hey, think about if you getting arrested and the motherfucking playing a goddamn soundtrack. Why they handcuffing your ass? I'm coming back and I'm whooping that motherfucker ass, bro. Oh, God. That's on the checklist. As soon as I step out that motherfucking county, bro, I'm coming back to this little square and I'm beating the shit out that motherfucker with his own microphone, bro. Don't ever be rapping no goddamn soundtrack while I'm getting arrested, motherfucker. You better be trying to film or help. Shit. Listen, I'm gonna take y'all back, man. That shit out of control, man. That shit out of control. I'm gonna take y'all back, man. This is what we need more in America right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of this good old school parenting, man. BTA all motherfucking day, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Let's figure out what the fuck these little young girls do on their shit be goddamn doing. Oh yeah, mama talking with that belt. Mama talking with that belt, nigga. She ain't playing no motherfucking game. What the fuck y'all thought was going on in here? Putting all that twinking and talking and twerking. All that ticking, talking, and twerking out this bitch, man. Listen, man. Yeah, they thought they was lit. Nah, bruh. Wait till mama get a hold of your ass. We need more of this, man. We need more. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the realest shit that I could tell y'all about that video right there, bro. That's the kind of old school parenting that sent my black ass to college, bro. So I support it all day. That's the same old school parenting that sent my son black ass to college. And so, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. What is this shit right here, man? The TSA workers say they're not being paid, but they're still required to work. Yeah,
so wait, y'all not getting paid?
Nope. They haven't gotten paid in over a month.
What? So you guys are on a government shutdown?
Look, shit crashing all up over the place.
Volunteers, why? So you guys don't lose your job?
Shit crashing and falling all over the place. The fucking airport's falling apart right now.
Eventually, but we don't know when.
That sucks. That's only here in Miami?
No, it's the whole nation.
So nobody's getting paid at the airports?
Well, not TSA now.
What? Oh my God, guys, they're not getting paid in TSA. This is ridiculous how the people are working so hard and they're not being paid.
Yeah, man. Shit. Come on, man. I could go on and on with this shit, man. Is there anything else I really want to cover, man? Because I really want to get Kiki Shepard, man. Hey, rest in peace to Kiki Shepard as well, man. She you know what I mean, was definitely on TV a lot when I was growing up. I think she was on like Showtime at the Apollo or something like that, maybe. You know what I mean? One of them solid black shows growing up, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her, man. You know what I mean? Is there anything else? Yeah. Yeah. First week of the Iran war cost $11 billion, enough to buy a house, enough to house every homeless veteran for over a decade. Just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Let's definitely keep that in mind. What is this, man? Nah, I don't even want to look at that. Oh shit! I didn't even. You know, I'm gonna talk about that later. Listen. Don't be this motherfucker right here, bruh. Don't be this motherfucker right here embarrassing your kids all at your kids' school and shit.
Terrifying moment. A man punched a school crossing guard in the face and ran away, leaving her unconscious. It happened at 6th and Walnut Streets in Darbyboro around...
Listen, y'all let me know in the comment. Oh, she was on The Price is Right? Yeah. Kiki. All right, Kiki. She was doing her thing. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Why is there ever a reason to punch a crossing guard?
Surveillance
the fuck
video
is
shows
going
the
on in America?
terrifying moment a man punched a school crossing guard in the face and ran away, leaving her unconscious. It happened at 6th and Walnut Streets in Darby Borough around 3 o'clock Monday afternoon.
Besides the officers in this department and myself, the mayor and the council of Darby Borough are very disturbed by this.
Video from another angle shows
Mean
what led
left
to
hook.
the attack.
Mean
Police say the
left hook.
suspect, driving a gold Nissan Altima,
Then
drives
that nigga
past
went
and
full
abruptly
crackhead,
pulls
dipped
over.
out.
He gets out of his car and chases the crossing guard down, yelling in her face and punching her. According to Police Chief Joseph Gabe, the victim told detectives the man was getting impatient while he was sitting in his car waiting for her to cross with the children who had just gotten off the school bus. After the
Wow.
attack, the victim got up and makes a phone call for help. Police say she
Don't
was
be
taken
this
to the
mother-
hospital with swelling and bruising on her face.
Wow.
Detectives are following several leads as they search for the assailant.
We're not going to tolerate this type of violence in our community.
The chief says the crossing guard works for Safe Corridors, a nonprofit based in Chester. People
Oh,
in the
wow.
area say the crossing guard is well known and deeply appreciated in the community.
Wow. Yeah, listen, man. That's all type of wrong, bro. That shit right there is all type of wrong. We don't even condone none of that. Listen, when you're an up and coming artist and you ain't got no budget, you gotta do goofy ass shit like this to make it, bro.
Your baby, I just can't walk away. Is it really worth saving? Cause I can't seem to erase the memory
Yeah. Dumbass nigga. Dumbass. Get a budget, motherfucker. You gotta do all these weird ass stunts. Ladies, tell me if y'all ever had a man like this.
You need to leave. You need to leave. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this.
Please don't do this to me.
And you don't think people are over here listening? You don't think people are listening to this? You don't think people are listening to this? Look at this. You don't think people are listening?
Please don't do this. Please.
Listen.
You have to go.
He hiding out. He done climbed the balcony on her. He hiding like in the electrical
It looks
closet.
like when it's already
Like
put in,
that's
you
the
better hope it's
motherfucking
not already over here.
storage closet.
And he's going to some other apartment complex.
Ladies, man, you gotta watch who you laying down with, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker might be crazy. Oh, yeah. So let's look at this right here, man. Let's look at this right. Even the dog with his hey, real shit. Real shit. Listen. This is there's no way to even describe this. It says so hold on. There's no way to even describe this. A man facing charges of sexual battery of a student at FMU is now facing additional charges attempting to grab a female detective's butt during his transport to jail. You cannot make this shit up, bro.
Forced officers to brace him against the railing to stop him.
Look.
Then they say,
Look. You can't make this shit up. He handcuffed to the bitch. He seen that Georgia peach.
bizarre move forced
went
officers
for
to
it.
brace him against the railing to stop him. Then they say Rivers spontaneously chucked
Like,
him.
bruh, I mean, you're guilty. I mean, they once this take place for the jury, your ass is going away for probably a dub. You got a dub coming, my brother. Plus, whatever they tack on for this little incident right here. Bro had one fucking job to do. One job. One job before the police came.
Now,
One fucking job.
You're so fucking slow, you jackass. Get the fuck down. What this got to do? What's up?
Bro, you had one fucking job. All you had to do was open the fucking door.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, listen. I listened. Hey, listen. All right, hey. We had a Lil Wayne sighting. It was a Lil Wayne sighting in Vegas. Lil Wayne, Vegas. He on the strip.
I bet they be tripping out. Look, Wayne
Wayne in Vegas, baby. Stop playing with him, dog.
Hey, Young Money with him for shizzle. Hey, we out here, man.
You feel me?
Man, God bless the world and everybody that's in it. Young Moolah, baby.
Okay. Hey, let's go.
Oh shit.
God bless.
Oh shit. Weezy F baby. Yeah. Yeah. Road rage. We got more road rage. More road rage.
I gotta get out of here. Yeah.
Oh, hey, the gas prices got motherfuckers acting a goddamn fool out here, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hey, crazy robot out of control. Fuck the AI. Fuck Siri, Alexa.
A robot at a hot pot restaurant
into
in California designed to help out staff members went out of control.
They can't even keep my internet spinning around the place. Y'all want some goddamn robot. Give me a Waymo that ain't gonna fuck up traffic.
Staff members eventually
See how she choked the little robot up? She choked the little robot up by the collar. Get your bitch ass back over here, man. What you doing, man? Motherfucker still dancing and shit. Okay, this is what we got to look forward to right here. Some goofy ass robot fucking up your order, breaking all the shit on your table, and then some
staff
goofy
members
ass dance,
eventually
some
stepped
K-pop
in
dance at the end
to
of it.
insane situation.
We gonna beat her at, yeah, for real. Hey, I'm strong on that motherfucker up. The robot ain't going out without a fight, nigga. Nigga put his hands up, like, okay, y'all got me. This nigga did the microwave.
No injuries were reported.
Still a lot of kinks that need to be worked out with this whole robot shit, man. But they on their way. Energy Department warns gas prices will not come down until mid 2027. So yeah. might be time to get that second side hustle going, bro. Is there anything else I want to show? Yeah, let's look at this. This is the last one I got to show here. This girl, cop fell from a moving car while trying to arrest a fleeing suspect. If this ain't some banana in the tailpipe bullshit.
Oh, she's trying to run.
Dumb fuck. Oh shit! All right, bro. I'm done with this shit. Man. Here, I want to get to the real deal, man. I done fucked around enough, bro. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. This is the remix with Cali Dre. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, man. Let's get real with it though. Let's get real with it, man. Cause I got a couple things I want to show on this YouTube, man. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, man. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, streaming on all that shit. I'm on Threads, Instagram, wherever the fuck you want me to be, bro. Let me know. I'm gonna pull up, talk a bunch of shit, slap a couple motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what I do, man. Here, let's go right here. Man. So it was. This is the story. No, this ain't even it. This ain't even it. Hold up. Hit that like. Give me 1 second, man, so I can pull this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Anytime in between time, don't be afraid to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna get into some goofy ass shit right now, bro. I don't even know how to explain this shit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Because in one instance, it seems like a man's really not doing anything. Not doing anything really. But according to the police, they see things a little bit differently, bro. So yeah, let me find this story real quick. Yeah, man, I want to share that. Let's share that. See, this is live TV right here, man. Y'all watching the sauce being made. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching the motherfucking sauce being made, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, here, let me run this real quick. I thought this was pretty dope. Cat Williams did something that I thought was pretty cool, man. Let's check in with Kat, man. See.
One Emmy award-winning comedian opened a creative playground to give the next generation of industry leaders the tools they need to succeed.
This is a story you'll only see here on WVTM 13. In his exclusive interview with comedian Cat Williams, WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn spoke with the studio owner about his partnership with Miles College and lifting HBCU students as they climb.
Tucked away in Anniston is Fort McClellan. Known for its storied history and pivotal role in World War II, it's getting a new lease on life.
I didn't really think that McClellan was like on the radar. I mean, I saw the for sale signs, but I didn't know it was like on a national radar.
For months, there were rumors comedian and actor Cat Williams bought the former Army base to open a production hub.
Mi casa, su casa.
In an exclusive interview, Williams said the state of Alabama offers the prime location to set up shop for the movie business. He says artificial intelligence technology could keep expensive work like animation and visual effects local.
We had to go to another foreign country and give them millions of dollars. Instead of that, we have the ability to create all of that using qualified people of colors.
Inspired by the legacy of the Chitlin Circuit, a network of venues across the South that helped launch the iconic careers of James Brown, Aretha Franklin, and B.B. King, Kemet Movie Works is on the verge of opening its doors and making way for a new era of trailblazers
Alabama
to take over the reimagined space.
We've signed an agreement, an MOU, that our students will have the opportunity to participate in learning about AI and AR.
Back in October, Williams and Miles College president Bobby Knight announced a partnership during the college's homecoming. For Knight, opening up the students to a world of possibilities is part of setting them up for success even after graduation, with internship opportunities exclusively for Miles students.
There are a lot of jobs right now that in 5 years won't be in existence because of AR and AI. And we want to make sure that our students—
Oh, okay. You in Birmingham? Hey, shout out to Birmingham.
They need to operate in that world.
Yeah, y'all finna have some opportunities out there. Cat Williams on the way.
Cutting edge technology. With plans,
Students are equipped with the tools they need to operate in that world.
Yeah,
Kemet Movie Works is working to be at the forefront of cutting edge technology, with plans to use AI in small indie films or even major studio projects. The former military base offers 2 fully equipped state-of-the-art sound stages built for virtual production, computer-generated imagery, and immersive sets.
Most of the entities that are in the movie making business had to fear AI because of what that means. But fortunately, we were able to lean into instead of leaning against. And
right now, it's unclear how many jobs the studio will bring to the city of Anniston. But Williams says he and his team are doing what some studios are not, creating more opportunities for people in the business.
At the end of the day, it's making for better movies, better production. Everything is just better. So we're able to use it without cutting down the workforce. We're able to do it the other ways.
And that's creating excitement for longtime Anniston residents like Doretha Walker.
You saw what Tyler Perry did in Atlanta. So if we can have anything remotely like that here and bring in jobs, just to revitalize the economy will be great.
Yeah,
Walker hopes revitalizing the base will be an investment in Anniston. And Williams says it starts with an opportunity for up-and-coming diverse voices.
In conjunction with Miles College, it just gives us an opportunity to deal with the best and the brightest and to make sure that people that look like us are able to get these opportunities that previously were only available if you went to Hollywood itself.
In Anniston, Aaron Llewellyn, WVTM 13.
According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, Fort McClellan first opened its doors in 1917, serving as a training ground for over 500,000 soldiers until it closed in 1999.
Yeah, man, I thought that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? Cat Williams definitely giving back to the community. Here, we're not running that. He giving back to the community in a big way, man. He's putting kids in college. And I think that's a dope thing, man, especially out there in Alabama, man. Create more opportunities, open more doors, and you know, that can always spread to different satellite campuses and spread to a bunch of different things, man. So shout out to Cat Williams, man. I definitely wanted to show that, man, just so people could see, you know what I mean? You know, Cat get a lot of negative press, but you know what I'm saying, to see him like doing something that's that's positive. You know what I mean? You got to highlight that shit too. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Alabama for that, man. Y'all about to y'all about to have some AI technology and opportunity coming through that place, man. Oh, here go the story I wanted to show right here, man. Let's take a look at this real quick. So yeah, basically this Venice Beach, this California. You know what I'm saying? A lot of famous history goes on in Venice Beach. You know what I mean? I think like back in the day, the wrestlers used to go up there and bodybuilders and all the hoopers. I think they shot White Men Can't Jump out in Venice Beach. You know what I'm saying? So very historic place. But on this day, this shit right here wasn't historic. Oh, he out of there. He out of there. We got a runner. We got a fucking runner. Oh shit, he on the move. Look, some good Samaritan. Look, he got tripped up. He got tripped up by a good Samaritan. Oh, I'm dead. I don't even know why this shit's funny, bro. I actually thought bro was about to get away. He gave him that old school juke. You know what I'm saying? Good Samaritan blindsided him. Oh, they got his ass. They got him.
He's running. Back up.
I watched this shit like 4 times. Yeah, he juked their ass at first. I thought he was gonna get away. First Lady Mimi, I thought he was out of there, bro. But I guess he really is out of there. Now. His ass is most definitely out of there now.
He didn't do shit. Bro, he didn't do anything.
Look, he got him a rider too. Riding for it. He ain't do shit.
He didn't do shit.
We all need a rider like this in our life, man.
Please, can y'all understand?
Back up. Ladies, this is what it's called being down for your man. Standing tall when he about to fall. Going that extra mile like it's going out of style. This is what it look like. Take notes. She's showing the video. He ain't do shit. I got the shit on tape. Y'all got me fucked up. I called Jacoby and Myers right the fuck back. Oh, y'all ain't going for that shit? y'all ain't going for that shit? Hey, I tried. Fellas, I tried.
Silva, can you secure a shot? Yeah.
And as y'all can see, this ended just about the way we thought it was gonna end. But yet, still, she riding for him. She gonna get that bail money together. That's the one that's gonna get that bail money together for sure. She gonna make all the calls, call mama. You know what I mean? Call the little Uber job he got, the little Uber Eats joint. Let him know he ain't gonna be there on Monday. Listen. She got her finger on the record button. Come on. We need this, lady. We need this. Hold your man down. Hold Joe man down. Man, we all had one of those, bro. We all had one of those. Go sit your narrow. Nah, Bonnet baby, she on it. She on point. She's not missing a motherfucking beat. You got the army bag ready. They was finna go on the trip. They was finna get the fuck out of here. That's what y'all don't know. She got socks and a motherfucking Green Beret army bag on and a bonnet.
Hey, Rudy, can you get her information for me, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to need her information. We're going to need her information for sure.
Everybody's loving your footage.
I'm just saying, babe. I'm just saying. Listen. Behind every king is a great queen, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He know. He got them cups on. He know. He chilling. He ain't worried about shit. He know all the business gonna get taken care of ASAP. Like he's still out on the street. You ain't gonna even know this nigga ain't on the street. You gonna talk her ass right beside of the gym. She may. It's a hot day in California, man. They may have some leniency on her. She ain't touched nobody. Y'all doing the film and shit. They may give her a little citation and send her on her motherfucking way, man. They got the motherfucker they were looking for. They didn't tackle and beat up the motherfucker they was looking for. Do you know what a hostile workplace? Nah, man. Listen. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Subscribe to this channel, man. Yeah, I'm done with that, man. We done with this shit here. Let me stop fucking around with y'all, man. Listen, the cop tripped over his own 2 feet and he pissed. Yeah, bro. They was there. Listen, he gave him that mean juke in the beginning, bro. Yeah, that juke was mean. All right. Oh, been like an hour. All right, man. Let me stop fucking around, man. I was gonna go get through a bunch of other shit, but maybe we'll save all that for tomorrow, man. Because I want to get to this real deal, man. So I'm gonna show y'all a video, man. We finna get into this politics right now a little bit. And we definitely finna break down some more of this Epstein shit. Because I've been saying to y'all that this Epstein shit is connected most definitely to everything, every move that's being made right now. You know what I'm saying? No, this shit, that shit is out of control. You know what I mean? That shit out of control. But this Epstein shit connected to the moves Donald Trump making, Israel making, a lot of this shit. And I want y'all to understand how deep the connections go between Epstein and the elite billionaire class, right? And it's also this Epstein shit has crept its way into the NBA. And we're gonna touch on that too, man. But let's break this video down real quick. Which one do I want to show y'all? Here, let's look at this one real quick. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. It's the remix with Cali Dre, man.
And Trump ordered this operation. There were multiple explosions in Caracas starting at around 2 a.m. local.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Financier Jeffrey Epstein signed an updated last will and testament, which roughly detailed assets worth an estimated $577 million. What has remained unclear in the almost 6 years since, though, is how he actually made all of this money. Before becoming the centerpiece of an ongoing international scandal, Epstein was most publicly described as a high-profile finance guy that made his money by moving other people's money around in creative ways. But even that broad definition still raises some questions. He was supposedly charging tens of millions of dollars in fees for tax advice, even though he was not a tax lawyer or a CPA. Hundreds of millions for wealth management, even though he never had a Series 7 or a CFA. And charged massive sums as a consultant despite not even having a college degree. Now, the financial industry was certainly a lot less competitive back then, but even in the 1980s, ultra-wealthy individuals still weren't giving away money like this for nothing in return. With very little in the way of verifiable achievements, staff, or actual operations, it's unclear how valuable these services really could be, which ultimately raises the obvious question. Was Epstein a successful financier with a completely separate side hobby in diddling? Or was he a full-time diddler using financial services as a cover to bankroll and launder the proceeds of his crimes? In either case, the obvious course of action would be to follow the money trail, right? Well, there are actually a few big groups of varying levels of competency who are all trying, but this is easier said than done. A complex web of jurisdictions, shell corporations, alongside confidential client and banking secrecy laws make a paper trail hard to pin together. And
yeah, I think as we look at this visual, let me know if y'all can hear the video good too, man. I think as we look at this visual right here, and I pulled this comment up from First Lady. You mean me, NBA, NFL, ABC, NBC, Fox, hell, all the alphabets. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm finding out, man, and that's what we finna find out tonight.
That is clearly by design. Nobody's investment account should need a multi-jurisdictional flowchart to piece together unless they have something to hide, right? Even without the benefit of hindsight, the whole thing does seem incredibly unusual. The only problem is that for a lot of high net worth and high profile individuals, the only thing abnormal about all of this is just how normal it really is.
Tonight, the Justice Department is scrambling to review roughly 5.2 million documents.
I expect that we're going to release more documents.
The key word is redaction. A lot of pages, a lot of lines and paragraphs are blacked out.
And it was signed by J. Epstein.
His firm's operations were opaque, its client list never disclosed, and its assets never verified.
I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Jeff was a high school math teacher until he traded his blackboard for the big board in 1976. But he just couldn't keep out of the classroom.
Workplace retaliation.
Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy.
Purely from the financial side alone, Jeffrey Epstein had a career that could only really be described as unconventional. For almost 50 years, he was seemingly always in the wrong place at the wrong time, but consistently managed to fail upwards. My good friend Patrick Boyle made a similar video about 5 months ago.
Listen, that's a perfect encapsulation of what Jeffrey Epstein was, man. He was the poster child for white privilege, failing upward. You know what I'm saying? There's never a closed door, all open doors, all green lights. You know what I'm saying? No bumps in the road, no turbulence, my nigga.
That covered some of the same stuff, but within the time since, there has been a lot of new information made available. Either way, I will leave a link to that below, because the rapper formerly known as Lil Boyle is always worth a watch, and it seems like his videos have been quietly censored, which means he is talking about the importance.
I said P. Diddy's private jet? Hold on. I know I ain't tripping. Hold on. I got it. Hold on.
Always in the wrong place at the wrong time, but consistently managed to fail upwards. My good friend Patrick Boyle made a similar video about 5 months ago that covered some of the same stuff, but within the time since, there has been a lot of new information made available. Either way, I will leave a link to that below, because the rapper formerly known as Lil Boyle is always worth a watch, and it seems—
Yeah, hold up. P. Diddy's private jet, Love Air, Diddy's Gulfstream 550. Did he have a relationship with Epstein? P. Diddy calls name synonymous with. I can't see enough of this. Y'all let me know in the comments.
His videos have been quietly censored, which means he is talking about the important stuff. Epstein's first job in finance was given to him after he was fired from the Dalton School in 1976 for poor performance. Again, working as a teacher without a college degree. He still somehow landed a job at Bear Stearns, working as a glorified coffee getter for one of the firm's floor traders. These were the—
Yeah, for those of y'all that don't know what Bear Stearns is, right? Bear Stearns was one of the Wall Street financial brokerage houses, right? Probably one of the largest in the world, definitely top 3. They went down with I believe the financial collapse, or the one of them financial collapses, either 08 or around the Enron time. I think it was the 08 when Obama came in. Bear Stearns went down, and Jeffrey Epstein was actually there. Check this shit out, bro.
People that actually executed financial transactions back in the day, before electronic trading took over, by shouting at one another in colorful outfits. By
Oh,
all
okay. He
accounts,
got
he
rental planes.
learned the
Okay.
ins and outs
Okay.
of the industry
Appreciate that.
incredibly quickly and became particularly good at schmoozing the firm's wealthiest clients as he handled their complex financial affairs. By 1980, he had worked his way up to a limited partner at the firm and even scored himself an entry as the Bachelor of the Month in the Cosmopolitan magazine with an entry that read, "Jeffrey Epstein, 27, talks only to people who make over $1 million a year. If you're a cute Texas girl, write this New York Dynamo." Which is just so gross in so many ways. Although, to be fair, in the same year, they also awarded that title to Prince Andrew and O.J. Simpson. Sometimes you just cannot make this shit up.
Oh, Prince Andrew.
But anyway, for those of you keeping track, this meant that in just 4 years, Epstein had worked his way up from a junior assistant all the way to a limited partner at what was one of the most notorious firms on Wall Street. For a lot of young finance grads with Ivy League degrees doing their forced summer internship, this is the most unbelievable part of the story. How was someone without any formal qualifications getting ahead so quickly? Well, this is partially because finance back then was a lot less competitive than it is today, but it was also far more relationship focused. Someone who could show clients a good night on the town could bring in more value to the firm than some PhD quantitative analyst. Since then, regulatory, cultural, and technological changes, as well as just the overall size of the financial industry, means that the ladder is both higher and there is a lot more technical work to be done on those lower ladders. But back then, wining and dining powerful and wealthy people was part of the job, and it was a skill that Epstein clearly employed later in his career as well. Even still, just from the financial side, at this time, Epstein was receiving a total compensation of $200,000 a year, which in 1980s dollars was a lot. Had he just had a long, stable career at the firm and invested his money well, like he claimed to be able to do, this alone could have explained his $600 million fortune. But of course, that didn't happen. He abruptly, departed Bear Stearns just a year later, and although the exact reason hadn't been made clear, there were a variety of factors at play. He had reportedly lent money to a friend to buy stocks, which was outside of industry guidelines. He was also reportedly having an affair with one of the office secretaries, and he was also being charged by the SEC for a violation of Regulation D, which in plain English meant he was trying to skirt around public investment registration requirements. On top of this cluster of HR liability, the firm itself was also under investigation for insider trading. In fact, the only reason we know how much Epstein was making at his first big boy job on Wall Street was because he later had to testify as a witness in that insider trading case. Now, I know that this video is going to be long enough as is, but an essential detail that came
here, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit of this because this ain't, I mean, it's not super relevant. What's the point you make here? Basically, they found out Epstein's finances because he had to testify in a case with Bear Stearns. I mean, that's basically
those students of history amongst you may be able to see how that will be important later on. Either way, once he was out on his own at the age of 27, he started his own consulting firm, International Asset Group, or IAG, not to be confused with AIG, the insurer. His firm dealt with the same high-profile clients and reportedly acted as something of a high-end debt collector, recovering embezzled funds and recovering assets that had been taken off his clients. The actual nature of his work at this time was very murky. One of his clients was famously Adnan Khashoggi, who himself was a middleman in the Iran-Contra affair.
Okay, so let me stop the video right there. When I try to make the point to y'all that Jeffrey Epstein had a lot of relationships with a lot of countries, powerful and very wealthy. You know what I mean? You're gonna see a few of these, what I call murder boards or unalive boards, I guess. But you know, some money train tracker it's used in all types of fucking investigation, RICO tracker, all kind of shit. But as you can see, we got Iran on here. I'm just looking at, you got the US, you got Iraq, you got Argentina. You know, these were all, I mean, not even all, these were just some of the relationships. Lebanon, Israel. Right? So when I tell you that this man had connections, that ain't even the half of it, bro. I mean, he was tapped into every powerful player, you know, in the globe, man. You know what I mean? He was very well tapped in, very well connected. That's why there's millions and millions of pages of documents about this one guy's life, who was a school teacher and sucked at that job and just continued to fail upward from there.
He also had a fake passport, and when Florida Attorney General Alexander Acosta was questioned about his later criminal case, he stated on record that I was told Epstein belonged to intelligence and to leave it alone, and that Epstein was above his pay grade. You can see why the tinfoil hat really doesn't need to be too tight for all of this to raise a lot of questions. However, just from the business perspective, this kind of work had the potential to be highly lucrative, while also giving him an extensive contact list of high-profile people and experience with legal and financial systems in different countries and jurisdictions. He ran this operation for 6 years in total before being hired by Stephen Hoffenberg to work at Towers Financial Corporation, a collection agency that would buy up debt from things like medical debt off hospitals for cheap and try to get people to pay them. According to an interview he later gave to Vanity Fair, as a senior consultant, he was reportedly paid $25,000 a month, which is the equivalent of about $70,000 today. This was extremely good money by almost anybody's standards. But even in the early 90s, it still wouldn't move the needle on his eventual $600 million net worth. On the surface, this firm eventually transitioned to becoming an investment vehicle targeting hostile takeovers of companies like Pan Am just a few years before its eventual bankruptcy.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This shit is going to become very relevant, man. Like I said, we're going to dive into some politics right now. And y'all going to learn some shit. So if y'all ain't trying to learn some shit, you might want to change the fucking channel, man. Because y'all going to learn some shit tonight.
Now, I say on the surface because what the firm was actually doing was running a giant Ponzi scheme. In 1993, the firm eventually imploded, losing an estimated $450 million of its investors' money. At the time, this was the biggest Ponzi scheme in American history, only eventually being topped by Bernie Madoff in the late 2000s. Despite being...
Yeah, let me stop it right there. Jeffrey Epstein was a part of the biggest Ponzi scheme until Bernie Madoff's ass came around. So I let you know, man, he was playing ball. He was the game. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Epstein was the game. You see what I'm talking about?
A senior figure in the firm and a self-proclaimed protege to the man in charge, Epstein was never charged in relation to the fraud. So, yeah. At this point in his career, he already had one criminal conviction, been fired from a teaching job he was unqualified for, embroiled in SEC complaints, involved in an insider trading scheme, had links to one of the biggest geopolitical scandals in American history, co-ran a massive Ponzi scheme, and, even when he was making legit money, it was through squeezing people for their unpaid medical debt. The gristle would almost be impressive if it wasn't for, well, you know. The thing is, though, by this point, he still wasn't anywhere close to the levels of wealth he would eventually obtain. But his solution was to become even more sketchy in his business dealings. So it's time to learn how money works to find out how someone with no formal qualifications and the worst professional track record imaginable still managed to amass a fortune within the span of a decade. This week's video is sponsored by Brilliant. Brilliant helps you unlock the problem solver you already are. It is designed to help you excel in math and computer science by...
Listen, I'm brilliant enough for everybody. Fuck all that. This is the remix with Kelly Dre, man. This shit's sponsored by nobody. So hit that Cash App for you, boy. Subscribe to the channel and like all the shit I'm doing, man. Let's get past all this so we can continue the learning. You feel me? I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Brilliant. Listen, y'all just seen what the AI robots is doing in the goddamn restaurant. That shit didn't look too brilliant to me, man. I got a lot of questions about this AI shit. But
they don't like from between the redactions, there have been some important details that have come to light about the nature of his businesses, if you could really call it that. However, given the reality that Epstein operated out of the US Virgin Islands and had shell corporations in other jurisdictions with strict banking secrecy laws, one of the biggest insights actually came from a completely different set of files that were released several years earlier. The Paradise Papers were a series of leaked documents from the offshore law firm Appleby that handled corporate registries through Aruba, the Cook Islands, the Bahamas, Barbados, Malta, Nevis, and Samoa. So, you know, a pretty comprehensive list.
So all those countries they just listed, that's all the places Jeffrey Epstein had his banking operations. So on these, you know, US Virgin Islands, some of these countries, they have strong banking security laws. So that means like disclosures and things like that you may get in America through different requests, freedom of information, or through like a court order, things like that. They don't hold up in these countries, man. So boy was playing ball. Boy was playing ball at a high level.
list of the most reputable places to do business. Anyway, one of those leaked documents involved an offshore hedge fund founded in the year 2000, Liquid Funding, which was registered in Bermuda. According to information pieced together by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists,
I want y'all to just take a look at these boards and these diagrams and shit. This is one person in his portfolio. This is one motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell y'all this Epstein shit is deep, it's not some microwave shit, man. You're not going to actually get what's going on in like a 2-minute clip. Trust me, I got a bunch of fucking clips on this channel, right? I've tried. But some shit you just got to put in the oven and let that shit marinate, man. That's what we kind of doing right now, man. Hit that like button.
Group that published these millions of leaked documents, the chairman of this operation was none other than a Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. Now, we don't actually know who the investors were in this firm because even with these leaks, the offshore entity was in turn owned by a holding company in Delaware under the same name, and that information remained sealed. There was one exception though. By using the Wayback Machine, in a 2002 annual report to stockholders, Bear Stearns disclosed that they had taken an approximately 40% stake in the holding company that in turn owned the offshore Bermuda registered firm.
This is where it gets
in that same disclosure, they noted that Liquid Funding itself had approximately $900 million in assets. And what those assets were was primarily repurchase agreements on swaps for mortgage-backed securities, creating a special purpose vehicle that was AAA rated.
Right.
At the time, this was considered revolutionary financial engineering. But if you know anything about mortgage-backed securities, derivatives like swaps, Bear Stearns, or AAA ratings, you will know that none of these fared particularly well in the eventual global financial crisis.
Right.
At the same time, in
All that shit
2007, that
crashed,
Epstein was
basically.
getting his now infamously light sentence in Florida, his revolutionary new investment firm was imploding on itself under the weight of heavily leveraged derivatives and failing mortgage-backed securities.
So listen, we've kind of taken a dive into what Jeffrey Epstein's life looked like, right? School teacher, he sucked at that job. Finds his way into Bear Stearns by a relationship that he meets some guy at a party, right? He fucked up at Bear Stearns, got all kind of investigations, doing all kind of sketchy ass shit. Starts his own shit in multiple different countries, doing even more sketchier shit, right? And then he has to double back to Bear Stearns to testify because they were a large part of the financial collapse that happened in 2008. Bear Stearns, I believe Lehman Brothers. There were a few of those big banks and big investment hedge funds, right? Jeffrey Epstein was in the middle of all this shit. All this shit. I know, if y'all remember the financial collapse and people was walking away from their houses and we was shedding, you know what I'm saying, 200,000-300,000, you know what I'm saying, what they call it, foreclosures a month. Jeffrey Epstein was part of that shit.
Less than a year later, Bear Stearns itself, the firm where Epstein got his start on Wall Street, would also collapse. Now, how much Epstein actually personally had invested in this operation is unclear. Although a 2007 report by DealBook suggests that his firm had a 10% stake in the operation in addition to his chairmanship. This would have represented an investment of over $50 million, representing a significant share of his wealth, even by the most generous estimate. But the important takeaway is that despite what he personally claimed about his skills at playing in the markets, by all available records, he kind of sucked at it.
Whoa.
Systems he was employing were highly complicated didn't necessarily mean that they were actually good. So for a while then, the primary source of revenue for his businesses were not investment returns, but rather fees paid to him by an unconfirmed number of high net worth clients. Yeah. After Epstein left Towers Financial Group, the massive Ponzi scheme, he established J. Epstein & Company, a firm dedicated to managing the assets of clients on the condition that they had billions of dollars in net worth. At the peak of his career running this firm, there have only...
Okay, so this is where it starts to get very interesting for Jeffrey Epstein's life, right? I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. This is some of the people that invested in Jeffrey Epstein. This guy, Wexner, he was just on trial a couple of weeks ago. Y'all saw him. He gave Jeffrey Epstein a big bag. But nah, there's more.
The first was Leslie or Les Wexner, the multi-billionaire co-founder of Bath & Body Works, as well as a major investor in brands such as Abercrombie & Fitch, La Senza, and Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie & Fitch, La Senza. Let me know if those brands ring out anything to you. So Jeffrey Epstein and this Epstein class has their hands in every fucking thing. Is what I'm trying to explain to y'all, man.
Brett. Wexner came on board as a client as soon as Epstein established the firm, and their business relationship did seem unusually close. Over the course of 15 years, Wexner paid Epstein a reported $200 million in fees for tax, estate, and asset management advice. Now, given Epstein's lack of credentials and spotty financial track record, a lot of people have pointed to this amount of money as being highly suspect. Financial services for people worth billions of dollars can and often do cost this much. But for an average of almost $20 million a year, Wexner could have built his own family office to handle his financial affairs and investment in-house. Beyond the sheer amount of money that Wexner was paying Epstein, their professional relationship did seem to extend beyond a simple client-agent. Epstein's famous house in New York was actually officially owned by Wexner for more than a decade while Epstein was living in it. Wexner would reportedly come and go since it was his property after all, but yet the inscribed letters on the door read J.E. Additionally, and allegedly, Epstein used his relationship with Wexner to present himself as a talent scout for Victoria's Secret.
This is where it gets
aided
real.
with his criminal activities. These allegations brought attention to the culture at Victoria's Secret, who settled with shareholders 2 years later for a reported $90 million for a breach of their fiduciary duty in creating a hostile culture. The second publicly known client that Epstein retained as a major source of revenue was Leon Black, the multi-billionaire co-founder and former CEO of Apollo Capital Management.
Okay. So now I'm gonna stop the video right the fuck here. First Lady Mimi, what's going on? The man had a fake business going on and paid relationships. I don't get who he thinks he is. Listen, he was getting away with it. You know what I mean? And these are, listen, look at these brands, First Lady Mimi. Licenza, Abercrombie and Finch, Victoria's Secret, right? These are household brands, household names. Some of you ladies probably got some of that Victoria's Secret in your closet right now. You know what I'm saying? So this Epstein class has their hands in everything, and it wasn't just Jeffrey Epstein. And that's why there's so many documents, and that's why there's so many redacted documents to hide all of these motherfuckers' dirty deeds. You know what I mean? But I'll stop the video right here because this is where it gets very, very interesting. If you are a fan of the NBA, this is where you're going to want to tune the fuck in. Leon Black and Apollo. Keep those names in the front of your mind.
The largest private equity firms in the world. An interesting but totally irrelevant little connection is that Apollo Capital Management shares the same New York office building with another private equity firm, Sycamore Partners. Sycamore Partners acquired the holding company The Limited in 2017, which is the parent company of Victoria's Secret. This means absolutely nothing, but it is a warning that when you start looking at financial documents for 2 months straight, you do start seeing connections everywhere. Anyway, Leon Black similarly was noted as having a close personal relationship with Epstein, even making him one of the trustees of his family foundation as far back as 1997. As far as major financial dealings go, Black allegedly paid at least $158 million to Epstein for financial services between 2012 and 2017, according to an ongoing investigation by the Senate Finance Committee. That is more than $30 million a year. Black's payments to Epstein potentially raise even more eyebrows because of the simple reality that he himself is a highly sophisticated financier and was the head of a major investment firm. So, what did he need Epstein for? Now, to play devil's advocate here, this alone isn't actually that unusual. Most major financial figures tend to keep their personal finances somewhere separate from their own firm for privacy, flexibility, and risk mitigation. It's kind of like how doctors don't go for a checkup at their own clinic. What was unusual, though, is how much Black was paying for seemingly boilerplate financial advice. In the worst-case scenario, a clear explanation would be that these were veiled ways to give money to Epstein for quid pro quo services that, went beyond just finance. Now, even if that wasn't true,
y'all let me know in the comments what some of those services y'all think he was paying Epstein for.
Another explanation is that Epstein's fees were so high because he was pursuing aggressive tax mitigation strategies and was acting as a conduit to the tax havens that he was clearly comfortable working in. In fact, his firm itself, later rebranded from J. Epstein & Company to the Financial Trust Company, used his infamous islands as a headquarters to claim economic development tax incentives in the Virgin Islands, meaning that on all of these fees, he was paying an effective tax rate of just 4%, less than a tenth of what he would be paying if he was similarly set up in New York.
That's another thing. That 4% tax shit pisses me off because I'm paying about 24 to 25 out in California. If you know anything about taxes, basically, that's your money going to the government for no good goddamn reason at all. Because they ain't using it for the shit they supposed to be using it for any goddamn.
Now, Les Wexner and Leon Black were by far his largest known clients. But despite some early reports, new information has revealed that they weren't his only clients.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here, man, because that's where the dots begin to connect. Leon Black and Apollo. Keep those names in the front of your mind. Stealing is what I call it.
If you only do one thing to kick off 2026, let it be this. Become a Fora advisor. When I moved to Italy full time, I quit.
Tax them fucking corporations, man.
What are the details then of this investigation?
So Apollo yesterday filed this 8K with the SEC, and in it they say that Leon Black himself asked for this independent investigation. So they're going to hire an outside law firm, and in the company's own words, the law firm will review and confirm what Leon Black has already said about his relationship with Epstein. That is, that it was professional.
I'm gonna give y'all the whole picture over here.
Wasn't involved.
I'm not just gonna give y'all the sound bite.
Epstein and Apollo. Now, this renewed scrutiny came about because of a New York Times story last week. The New York Times saying that Leon Black wired Epstein about $50 million in 2008 after Epstein was convicted of soliciting prostitution from teenage girls. Now,
okay, the key word in that sentence was after. After he was convicted of the crimes that we now know he was convicted of.
the filing doesn't mention that $50 million at all. Or them necessarily investigating it, but really this seems to be an investigation of the nature of the relationship between Black and Epstein.
Okay, so as y'all can see, shit's real. Now, Callie Dre, what the fuck the NBA got to do with this? Well, that's the right fucking question to ask at this moment in the show. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm everywhere, man. Holla at your boy, man. Let's get to it.
Leon Black founded Apollo Global Management and was its largest individual shareholder.
Leon Black paid Jeffrey Epstein $158 million for services over 5 years.
I don't know if you're familiar with this email. I'll show it to you. The subject is Tom McMillan. Have you seen this?
That's so crazy. I mean, I have no idea where this comes from.
The owner of the Philadelphia 76ers had breakfast at Jeffrey Epstein's mansion. The part owner of the Lakers took 2 business meetings with the man. The guy who co-founded the firm that bankrolled multiple NBA franchises paid Epstein $170 million, and the commission.
Yeah, all my NBA fans. I got the NBA fans in the building. Listen, this shit right here might hurt a little bit.
That's so crazy. I mean, I have no idea where this comes from.
The owner of the Philadelphia 76ers had breakfast at Jeffrey Epstein's mansion. The part owner of the Lakers took 2 business meetings with the man. The guy who co-founded the firm that bankrolled multiple NBA franchises paid Epstein $170 million, and the commissioner of the entire league, his college roommate, just so happens to be a top executive at that exact same firm. When the DOJ dropped over 3 million documents from the Epstein files in January of 2026, everybody was looking for politicians and Hollywood names. But buried inside those files is a web of connections that leads straight to the front offices, the ownership suites, and the financial backbone of the NBA. And when I'm
well, let me back that up a little bit so y'all can see what that lettering was.
Straight to the front offices, the ownership suites, and the financial
Apollo. There goes old Apollo again, man.
backbone of the NBA. And what I'm about to walk you through might change the way you look at professional basketball forever. Because this isn't just one email. This isn't just one owner. This is about a system. And the NBA is sitting right in the middle of it. So before we get to the content, you guys know YouTube doesn't love Epstein content. So as a result, this video might get blacklisted just so YouTube could try to hide this video from other feeds. We could counteract this by just you leaving.
Yeah. Like my shit, because I'm bringing this shit to y'all. Like bro shit to y'all.
Health for California offers
Because he helping me bring it to y'all.
affordable health insurance coverage starting at
Well, fuck these
$0
commercials.
a month.
How about that?
To the emails and the meetings and the really wild stuff, you gotta understand something first. Because this story doesn't start with Jeffrey Epstein. It starts with money. Specifically, it starts with a company called Apollo Global Management. If you've never heard of Apollo Global, that's kind of the point. They don't want you to know who they are, but a basketball journalist named Henry Abbott over at True Hoop has been covering this connection for years, and he calls Apollo the NBA's most important source of cash. And let me explain why. Apollo Global was founded in 1990 by a group of guys who
Let me spin that back.
Important source of cash. And let me explain
right there. That's what he said right there.
For years.
Spin
And
that
he
back.
calls Apollo the NBA's most important source of cash. And
Apollo, the NBA's most important source of cash. Keep that in your back of your mind, man.
let me explain why. Apollo Global was founded in 1990 by a group of guys who all came from the same place, a now dead Wall Street firm called Drexel Burnham Lambert. And when I tell you the founders of Apollo Global basically bought up the NBA, I am not exaggerating. Josh Harris, co-founder of Apollo, bought the Philadelphia 76ers for $280 million. Tony Ressler, another co-founder, bought the Atlanta Hawks in 2015 for $850 million. And get this, Tony Ressler's sister, Deborah, is married to Leon Black, the guy who is Apollo's founder, chairman, and CEO. According to True Hoop, even the banker who raised the money for Tillman Fertitta to buy the Houston Rockets came from Drexel Burnham Lambert, that same firm that birthed Apollo. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver's college roommate at Duke is a guy named Jim Zelter. You know what Jim Zelter does for a living? He's the president of Apollo Global Management. Sports Illustrated profiled Silver and confirmed their close relationship going back to their freshman dorm room. Apollo.
Yeah. So Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, was roommate with Jim Zeltner, who's the president of Apollo Global. And as y'all saw, the guy Black was the other president or on the board of Apollo Global. He's funneling feed money to Epstein. I told you, man, Epstein's connections are deep. You heard it here first, man.
Management. Sports Illustrated profiled Silver and confirmed their close relationship going back to their freshman dorm room. Apollo's offices are literally around the corner from the NBA's headquarters in Manhattan. These aren't distant connections. These people are in each other's lives, at each other's events, making each other rich. When I tell you that the founder of Apollo paid Jeffrey Epstein $158 million, and now it might actually be $170 million according to the Senate Finance Committee, and that Apollo is the financial engine of the NBA's ownership class, you start to see why this matters so much.
This is why so many of the Epstein files have not been released and are still redacted. Hit that like button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel, man. This the remix with Cali Dre.
Leon Black paid Jeffrey Epstein more money than most NBA teams were worth at the time. Think about that, guys. The Sixers sold for $280 million. Leon Black paid Epstein $170 million. $170 million to a guy who wasn't even a licensed tax attorney or CPA. And when reporters asked Black about it, his defense was basically that he's so rich that he didn't even notice. His exact excuse was that $158 million doesn't mean that much when you're worth $14.4 billion. Dude, I couldn't make that up if I even tried. And it gets even worse. Senator Ron Wyden's investigation found evidence suggesting that the money Black paid to Epstein was actually used to finance Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking operations. The Senate Finance Committee also discussed.
Yeah, hold on. Let's spin that back. Let's spin that back. because I want to be real crystal clear. I'm gonna give you the whole picture over here, man. We're not just gonna give you the microwave sound bites and shit.
Ron Wyden's investigation found evidence suggesting that the money Black paid to Epstein was actually used to finance Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking operations. The Senate Finance Committee also discovered that a major U.S. bank waited 7 years to report Black's payments to the Treasury Department, which might violate federal money laundering laws. This isn't just shady, this could be criminal. And the man at the center of it founded the company that owns the Sixers and the Atlanta Hawks. Black stepped down from Apollo in 2021 after all of this came to light. But here's the thing, he didn't go.
Letitia Davis, hey, I appreciate you for rocking with the channel. But listen, I don't want nobody going cold blue on my watch. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody shit flatlining on me. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Yeah, do what you gotta do. Just turn the sound up and get to work. Yeah, I'm talking about. I appreciate you. Let's get it, man.
To jail. He didn't get banned from NBA events. He just left. And the company he built kept on financing the NBA like nothing happened. Now, Apollo is in the background. That's the infrastructure. But the Epstein files dropped in January of 2026 and put NBA connected names on the front pages. And the biggest one is Josh Harris. Josh Harris owns the Philadelphia 76ers, the Washington Commanders, the New Jersey Devils, Crystal Palace in England, and a new WNBA franchise in Philly. The man is everywhere.
First Lady BB, you was right. First Lady BB was on it. Oh boy, let's go, man.
Philadelphia Inquirer reported that Harris had an ongoing business relationship with Epstein that included multiple phone calls and at least one visit to Epstein's home in Manhattan. And all of this happened after Epstein's 2008 guilty plea for soliciting prostitution from a minor. Let me walk you through the timeline because the details are crazy. In October of 2013, Epstein's schedulers sent an email confirming that Leon Black, Josh Harris, and a billionaire named Mark Rowan would all go to Epstein's home at 9 East 71st Street in Manhattan for a breakfast meeting. That's the same townhouse that became infamous during the Epstein investigation. The three richest guys in private equity just casually having breakfast at a convicted offender's house. Then in late 2014, Epstein invited Harris to another breakfast, this time with Bill Gates. The email from Epstein's team literally said that the breakfast would be intimate, less than 6 people. Harris emailed Epstein directly asking about it. What's this Bill Gates thing about? Thanks for thinking about me. Epstein responded telling him to call and that it would be nothing but fun. After that breakfast happened, Epstein followed up asking Harris if he had fun. And Harris replied, "Yes, very much. Thank you for inviting me." Now, Harris's spokesperson told Front Office Sports that Harris never had an independent relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and that he sought to prevent Epstein's attempt to develop a corporate relationship with Apollo. But the email tells a much different story. Guys, you don't email a convicted sex offender saying,
"Thanks for thinking about me. And yes, thank you very much for inviting me."
You don't do that if you're trying to avoid the guy. That just doesn't add up. And Harris's name.
Yeah, a lot of this shit with the Epstein files, they don't want you to think adds up. But the parts that add up, they redacted and they're holding on to.
Appears more than 500 times in the Epstein files. For context, that's more mentions than some politicians who have been absolutely destroyed by their Epstein connections. And this is the guy who owns the Philadelphia 76ers. Then there's Todd Bailey. You might know Bailey as the owner of Chelsea Football Club, but he's also a part owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, the LA Sparks, and the LA Dodgers. The emails show that Epstein arranged 2 business meetings with Bailey in 2011. That's 3 years after Epstein's first prison sentence. Now, the emails appear to be strictly business related, and there's no suggestion that Bailey was involved in anything beyond that. But when The Athletic asked Bailey to explain whether he knew about Epstein's conviction at the time of those meetings, Bailey declined to comment. Complete silence from a part owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. And look,
yeah, that link is in the chat as well, man. Anybody want to come break this down with me? That link is in the chat.
I gotta keep it real with you. When Adam Silver banned Donald Sterling in 2014 for racist comments and then suspended Robert Sarver for workplace misconduct, those two incidents were followed by league investigations. So you would think owners being tied to Jeffrey Epstein would lead to some league punishments, or at least a league investigation. But so far, there's nothing from the NBA. No investigation announced, no statement, nothing. They're sweeping it all under the rug. Now, owners are one thing.
Yeah. And that's exactly what this administration is trying to do at all costs. Y'all got to understand, man. At all costs, they're trying to sweep this shit under the rug. These are multi-billion-dollar organizations, Victoria's Secret, motherfucking all these NBA teams, NFL teams, all with connections to Jeffrey Epstein. That's why, yeah, this is worth starting a war over, bro. It's some powerful motherfuckers that don't want their name smeared out in these streets. So y'all gotta keep that in mind, man.
But there's actually a former NBA player in the Epstein files. And this story is so wild that Pablo Torre, the journalist of the year, in my opinion, the same Pablo Torre who broke the Kawhi Leonard Los Angeles Clippers investigation, Pablo Torre did a full episode on this. His name is Tom McMillan. He was the 9th overall pick in the 1974 NBA draft out of the University of Maryland. He played over a decade in the league. Then after basketball, he became a U.S. congressman, serving 3 terms in the House of Representatives. He was even the chair of the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports under Bill Clinton. So this is a guy who moved in the highest circles in both sports and politics. According to Yahoo Sports, McMillan's name is in Epstein's infamous Black Book, the contact list that has haunted powerful people for years. And his entry didn't just have a phone number. It had at least 6 different ways to contact him. Bro, that's crazy. I don't even know 6 different ways to contact my mom. This isn't someone that you just...
As a fact. Hey, let me know in the comments, do y'all got 6 different ways to contact anybody in your motherfucking life, bro? I mean, this lets you know the level of detail and logistics that they were going through to try to hide their relationships with Epstein.
Casually met at a cocktail party once. That's someone you're keeping close tabs on. And it gets even deeper. NBC News unearthed video of McMillan near Epstein and Donald Trump at a party at Mar-a-Lago back in 1992. Trump and former NBA Commissioner David Stern were both early donors to McMillan's political campaigns. When Pablo Torre reached out for an interview, McMillan initially agreed. Then he canceled 5 days later. And right around the same time, a new wave of Epstein files dropped. Coincidence? Maybe, but it doesn't look great. Now, here's where it gets really disturbing, because Epstein wasn't just rubbing elbows with owners and businessmen. He was keeping tabs on players as well. And the player whose name kept on coming up is Kristaps Porzingis. Front Office Sports reported that in 2019, Epstein emailed one of his associates asking whether they had a good investigator to deal with the allegations that had been made against Kristaps Porzingis in New York. Now, let me be crystal clear here. Kristaps Porzingis was never charged with anything. The allegations were largely discredited, and there were strong signs the accuser was attempting extortion. The FBI was actually investigating the accuser for extortion before the allegation even became public. But that's not the point. The point is, why was Jeffrey Epstein interested in this case at all? Why was he asking for investigators? Zonal Sports Analysis suggested that Epstein kept close tabs on cases of involving young athletes to create opportunities to exert pressure or build what they called goodwill. Think about that for
Listen, man. Listen. This guy was the real deal. This guy was the real deal. You may hear legends and myths about motherfuckers who got over on the biggest cons. But this motherfucker right here, oh, he was a shark. For sure.
For a second, a convicted sex trafficker was monitoring sexual assault allegations against NBA players, possibly to use that information as leverage. The man was trying to build a network based off of blackmail. And remember, at the time these emails were sent in 2019, Porzingis had just been traded from the Knicks to the Mavericks. The trade itself was surrounded by controversy because the Knicks apparently told the Mavs about the...
Listen, let me keep it all the way real with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what this shit looked like to me, right? You know what I'm saying? I played college sports. If anybody you ever watch the movie Blue Chips, any association with any kind of college sports, there are guys out there that work for the gamblers that will keep their eyes on who's injured, what's going on with your girlfriend, what kind of cases you done got into, so that they can slide in, save the day, and then you owe them a nice little something. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game is played, man. But Jeffrey Epstein was playing it at a different level. He was playing 3D chess with this shit, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all gonna learn some shit tonight, man. That's my goal.
Extortion allegations on the trade call, but according to multiple reports, the R word was never used, only extortion. So information about this case was already being managed and controlled at the highest levels of the NBA. And somewhere in the background, Jeffrey Epstein had his own case files on this. Now I gotta address the elephant in the room, because when these files initially dropped, there was one major name that blew up on social media: David Stern, the late NBA commissioner. And look, I understand why. When people saw emails from someone named David Stern in the Epstein files, the internet lost its mind. Yardbarker and Total Pro Sports ran headlines saying that the former NBA commissioner was exposed in the Epstein files. But here's where we need to pump the brakes, because the truth is more complicated. Ryan Grimm posted on X that the David Stern in the Epstein files is likely not the NBA guy at all. He appears to be a German entrepreneur involved in the EV space who does business with China. Fact checkers actually confirmed that the BBC corrected earlier reporting that had conflated the two David Sterns, and multiple outlets identified the individual as a US lawyer and businessman connected to Sarah Ferguson and business deals, not basketball. Now, I want to be careful here. That doesn't mean we know with 100% certainty it's not the NBA commissioner. Portions of the email are redacted, and David Stern passed away in January of 2020, so he can't speak for himself. But based on the reporting that's been done, the evidence currently points to a different David Stern. And I think it's important to be honest about this, as opposed to just chasing clicks. But here's the thing that nobody's talking about. Even if the commissioner David Stern isn't directly in the Epstein emails, we know that Epstein was deeply interested in the NBA. And this is where a piece of evidence you might not have seen comes in. After Epstein's first conviction in 2008, while he was a registered, the man was literally blogging about basketball. He was writing NBA opinion columns under his own name like he was some kind of regular sports analyst. There's a blog post from November 30th, 2010 titled "The King is Dead," where Jeffrey Epstein is analyzing LeBron James, the Miami Heat struggles, Eric Spoelstra's coaching, and Chris Bosh's fit issues. He's writing about Pat Riley taking notes courtside. He called LeBron more of a prima donna than even this cynical sports observer thought was possible. He's predicting the Heat can't get past their lack of bigs and health issues. This man was breaking down basketball like he had a YouTube channel. And the question nobody's asking is, why was a convicted who ran in the circles of billionaires and world leaders so fascinated by the NBA? What was the attraction? Was it fandom, or was it something way more calculated? Let me bring up a few more names. Ted Leonsis. He owns the Washington Wizards through Monumental Sports and Entertainment. Leonsis was involved in something called the Edge Organization, these high-end literary and intellectual events around the founding of Silicon Valley. And it later came out that those events were financed by Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein was literally on camera at a 1999 Edge dinner. Other attendees included Paul Allen, who owned the Portland Trailblazers and Seattle Seahawks, along with Elon Musk and other big-name tech figures. And about
Yo, that link is in the chat. Anybody want to come chop it up about this, man? Yeah. Epstein was in all of American motherfucking sports, tech, business, all that. Epstein was the fucking man, bro. And nobody knew it. At least, regular people. We didn't. I had no fucking clue.
Paul Allen. The Epstein emails show that Epstein was eager to get close to Allen. He asked to be seated next to Allen at dinner parties. He wrote about wanting to discuss Allen's mouse brain project, which was Allen's neuroscience research. There's no evidence that Allen had any interest in Epstein back, but Epstein was clearly trying to work his way into Allen's orbit, and Allen was one of the most powerful owners in NBA history. Then there's Casey Wasserman. Now, technically, Wasserman's connection is more about the Olympics than the NBA. He chairs the LA 2028 Olympic Organizing Committee and runs one of the biggest sports agencies in the world.
Listen, Epstein in the Olympics. Listen. Fuck Bo Jackson. Bo don't know shit. Epstein knows all. Epstein was in all the fucking sports. Fuck Bo. Bo don't know shit. Epstein knows, my nigga. Epstein.
World, but the emails between Wasserman and Ghislaine Maxwell are deeply uncomfortable. If you look at Wasserman's messages with Maxwell, the dude was flirting with her, with Maxwell at one point offering to practice massage techniques on him. Wasserman issued a public apology saying he deeply regrets the correspondence and that it happened before Maxwell's crimes were known. But here's the thing, the damage was already done, and I think Wasserman is taking the biggest hit from this.
Yo, if you didn't get that last joke about Bo, go Google Bo Jackson. You may not be old enough to know, but if you're not old enough to know, go Google Bo. Because Bo was the real one. Shout out to Bo Jackson, man. No disrespect. But Bo, you ain't no shit. Epstein knew all this shit. Epstein was in all the sports, the Olympics, all this shit, bro.
There was a gala honoring the Bus family that Wasserman was removed from. His business is taking a huge hit. Many of his clients dropped him. But we need to get to probably the most important part of this video. Why won't the NBA talk about this? Adam Silver barely takes questions from the press about this. When Henry Abbott compiled his list of questions for Silver's All-Star Weekend press availability, the Epstein connections were right at the top. What has the NBA done to investigate? Does the league have protocols to combat trafficking among wealthy elites? What can Silver tell us about Josh Harris appearing 500 times in the files? Silver's office has said nothing publicly. And here's why that silence is deafening. This is the same league that banned Donald Sterling for life over racist comments caught on a private recording. This is the same league that suspended Robert Sarver for workplace misconduct after an investigation. Adam Silver positioned himself as the commissioner who would hold powerful people accountable. But when the Epstein files reveal that the NBA's ownership class has deep financial ties to a convicted traffickers network, you don't hear a thing. It's crickets. Meanwhile,
yeah, let me spin that back. Let me spin that back for the motherfuckers in the cheap seats, man. This the remix with Kelly Dre. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man.
An investigation. Adam Silver positioned himself as the commissioner who would hold powerful people accountable. But when the Epstein files reveal that the NBA's ownership class has deep financial ties to a convicted traffickers network, you don't hear a thing. It's crickets. Meanwhile, CNN just reported this week that two major...
You know what? Let me spin that back again. This is the remix with Kelly Dre. I feel like that needs to be spun back one more motherfucking time, bro.
Life over racist comments caught on a private recording. This is the same league that suspended Robert Sarver for workplace misconduct after an investigation. Adam Silver positioned himself as the commissioner who would hold powerful people accountable. But when the Epstein files reveal that the NBA's ownership class has deep financial ties to a convicted traffickers network, you don't hear a thing. It's crickets. Meanwhile, CNN just reported this week that two major teachers unions with $27.5 billion invested in Apollo wrote a letter to the SEC calling for federal regulators to investigate Apollo's apparent lack of candor over its relationship with Epstein.
So you got a whole teachers union that said we need some motherfucking answers, bro. We got 27.5 bill invested in Apollo. And ain't nobody said a motherfucking word. Yeah, Epstein was everywhere, man.
So the people whose retirement money is invested in Apollo are demanding answers. But the NBA, whose entire ownership pipeline runs through Apollo, doesn't say a word. And I think part of the reason is what Henry Abbott identified. The NBA relies on these private equity billionaires to buy teams. As Deadspin reported, with the cost of NBA franchises skyrocketing, we're talking $4, $5, $6 billion valuations now, there's a very short list of people who can afford to buy in. And a massive number of them trace back to the Apollo Global and Drexel Burnham Lambert ecosystem. The league literally cannot afford to alienate these people. That's the conflict of interest that nobody wants to talk about. Even the NBA's method of investigating itself is compromised. How many videos have you seen from me this year? How many times have we made videos about investigation?
So basically, the NBA is too deeply entrenched to do anything about their investment class that had financial relationships and business relationships and personal relationships with convicted ex-offender Jeffrey Epstein.
investigations that the NBA is involved in that they're completely sweeping under the rug. There's the Kawhi Leonard aspiration scandal. There's the Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier gambling scandal. There's also the recent tanking controversy. What I'm trying to say is even the NBA's method of investigating itself is compromised. Abbott pointed out that when the league needs an independent investigation, they hire outside law firms. But the Epstein files showed that the chairman of Paul Weiss, one of the most prestigious law firms in the country, the same firm the NFL hired for the Miami Dolphins case, was in the Epstein files nearly 600 times. Brad Karp resigned from Paul Weiss last month because of his Epstein connections. So who exactly is supposed to investigate? When Epstein had relationships with the people who do the investigating, how do you get a clean result? So let me
spin that back. I mean, bruh, don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Patrick fucking Mahomes right here, bruh. Like, don't listen to me. Listen to Pat Mahomes right here.
With the people who do the investigating Weiss last month because of his Epstein connections. So who exactly is supposed to investigate? When Epstein had relationships with the people who do the investigating, how do you get a clean result? So let me bring this full circle. This is easily one of the most important videos I've ever made on this channel. We've got Leon Black paying Jeffrey Epstein $170 million through Apollo Global, the firm whose alumni own the Sixers and the Hawks and whose president is Adam Silver's college roommate. We've got Josh Harris appearing in the files 500 times, having breakfast at Epstein's mansion with Bill Gates and Leon Black, and thanking Jeffrey Epstein for the invite. We've got Todd Bailey, part owner of the Lakers, taking meetings arranged by Epstein and refusing to explain himself. We've got Tom McMillan, a former NBA player, in Epstein's black book with 6 contact methods. We've got Kristaps Porzingis' SA case being monitored by Epstein's people. We've got Ted Leon's is connected to Epstein-financed events. And we've got Jeffrey Epstein himself blogging about LeBron James like he was just another casual basketball fan, 2 years after pleading guilty to crimes involving a minor. And on top of all of that, the NBA has said nothing, done nothing, and investigated nothing. Now, I want to be clear about something. Being mentioned in the Epstein files doesn't mean you're automatically guilty of something. A lot of these names appear in the files because Epstein was trying to insert himself into their lives for access, for influence, or for leverage. That's just how the man operated. But when the correspondence shows ongoing relationships, multiple meetings, and financial entanglements worth hundreds of millions of dollars, at a minimum, the NBA owes its fans an investigation. And
yo, I'm gonna stop it right there because I want to say something real quick because I completely disagree with that piece of commentary. Jeffrey Epstein most definitely had he was trying to court relationships with NBA players for sure, but he had the access because of his relationships with the billionaire owners, and so that means they're all directly in bed, in my opinion. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this, man.
Right now, we're not getting one, and that's been the trend for the past year. Anytime some crazy controversy comes out, the NBA just tries to sweep it under the rug. I mean, what happened? The NBA banned a player for life for gambling. They suspended a coach for DV. They forced an owner to sell for racist comments. But when it comes to the darkest scandal in modern American history, a scandal that involves trafficking and the abuse of children, the league that prides itself on social justice can't even issue a statement? If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, make sure you're subscribed because otherwise YouTube may never show you one of my videos again.
Yeah, man, I'll fuck with it. Listen, we about good information over here, man. I'm gonna always give y'all that total picture, man. I'm not just gonna give y'all half the joint. I'm gonna give y'all the whole joint so y'all can break that shit down for yourself and let me know, Kelly Drake, you full of shit. Nah, it didn't go down like that. Epstein ain't did nothing to nobody. That's what some of these motherfuckers be saying, man. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. That link is in the chat as well, man. Anybody want to come chop it up? But yeah. So this is why I stand on what I stand on, man. I'm gonna continue to bring you guys this information that forces me to speak the way that I speak and forces me to do the things that I do. And, you know, maybe that's the reason y'all watching the channel. I appreciate it, but I really be pissed off about this shit. I really be mad about this shit, bro. And so, yeah, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it, man. But yeah, I think the NBA got a lot of explaining to do. I think Adam Silver got a lot of explaining to do. I mean, Adam Silver was roommates with the president of Apollo Global. Apollo Global funneling money to Epstein, you know, giving Epstein access not only to the ownership groups, but, you know, to the players as well. And so it's all, Epstein's web was very, very wide and very, you know, deep, man. And I'm gonna continue to try to show y'all that, man. I got a bunch of shit I'm gonna show y'all, but I'm gonna give it to y'all like in pieces, man. And I thought this was a very important piece and a very big piece to try to illustrate not only the size and scope of the Epstein files, but why there would be a need to try to cover this shit up. And who would want to cover it up. So, yeah, that's that. Anything else we talked about, man? Nah, I mean, we watched a bunch of bullshit. The rest of this shit, I'll break down for y'all tomorrow, man. But, yeah. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. It's the Remix with Cali Dre. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Subscribe to the channels, man. YouTube, Twitch, Kick. You know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want me to be, I'm going to pull up, man. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to do what I do. You know what I mean? Slap a couple motherfuckers around. You know what I mean? Just because that's what I like doing, shit. And what I found is when you hit motherfuckers with the truth, 9 times out of 10, they don't hit back. So, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm finna get the hell out of here and take my black ass to sleep, man. Been out with y'all all night. It's been a good night, though. I think we learned some shit tonight, man. I most definitely did. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all for riding with me on this journey, man. And you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker most definitely gonna continue. But,
money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, I'm about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundry mat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind.